Hi everyone, this is Edward of Chad, and we're back again with Rome 2 Total War, the Divide et Impera mod, and the Cimbri campaign. Oh my goodness, have I got a story to tell you. As I said in the previous episodes, I'll start again when it finally looks like I might survive, because I've already lost twice. This is the single most excruciating game. It literally makes me think, how hard can Dark Souls be? I've never played Dark, but this is so freaking bad. It makes me think, how difficult could another game, famously difficult game be? It's so hard to get to this point. It was so hard. It's like fighting a freaking Hydra that took a 10-fold dose of Viagra. I don't know how to explain it. It's so bad. Not like bad, but it's so difficult. It's the most difficult thing I've probably tried, just beating this. It's been real tough. It's been real tough. Basically, you don't stand a chance in this game if you don't get your faction down. Like, you start fighting for control of your faction. With infighting, with your own population that just will not accept your circumstances, with everything. And it takes a long time just to get your faction in line, to actually not fall apart for after 2 minutes. It's really tough. You just need to research into loyalty and influence and public order as much as you can, and just get the ship together along with a strong garrison. Okay, let me show you. Does this show? Okay, I finally got a second city. Finally. 247 BC. So as a lot of time. It took 33 years to get to a second city. Now, these guys, the Suebi, they took whatever this was. The Nervi pushed in. I made peace with the Rugii, which was the best decision I made of every decision. Managed to make peace with them. Then these dudes to the right, to the east, they declared war. So Ingunes, they had war with me. Then the Lugii, they declared war on me. Then I was fighting the Nervi. My first king, he died. He died in an ambush. A Nervi army was on one side of the province. Let me show you. Was somewhere here. And by the time my army got down there, in one turn they had moved all the way around this forest and perched in an ambush. Don't ask me how. It defies everything I know about the game. But they did it. So he died. He died. And then his follower died. Then this king, he went to get a fleet. And the Nervi sent a fleet and it killed him. It's that bad. And then as I finally had an army capable of standing against the Nervi, and I was one turn away from taking Flevon, the Iceni declared war on me. I'm not finished. Then the Iceni took Flevon. And then despite the fact that I was one turn away, winter came. I lost 15% of my army. And they couldn't move. It suddenly turned from one turn to 3. Then I still kept going to the city. Then the new Iceni army that had just taken the town came out and fought me. And I beat them with a close 50% victory, just barely. And they fell back. And I recruited mercenaries to make up the gaps in my army, which are these mercenaries here and a few others. And then we attacked the town. We fought well, but then my general rolled an ankle. And he died because he was a massive fool. So who was he? I think he was this one, Garibaldi. So he just died despite the fact that he was barely facing any opposition. It's quite cool. These are actually faces from movies. But so then we didn't win, but we did a lot of damage. I refused to accept. So that's 2 fights in. And the whole garrison was practically restored. So garrisons shouldn't restore immediately, but for some reason this one was basically fully restored. Then I fell back. Then I put 1 or 2 units into mercenaries again, and I fought again. Then we ended up fighting 12 units to 3, and they wouldn't rout, and my army was routing. I kid you not, we were 12 versus their 3, and we were the ones routing. And we lost about 3 units to the rout before they finally started giving in. And then they gave up. And then we won. I've never had to fight that. Look at this painful pathway of axes. I've never had to fight this hard in this game for anything. This was excruciating. And even so, immediate rebellion on that city. Crushed it. Rebellion on this city. This game on Legendary on this mod makes it... It's not like it wants to make it difficult. It wants you to lose. It is pushing as hard as it possibly can for you to lose. I've never seen a game push this hard for you to lose. Ever. This thing pushes like a madman. It is something else. And I discovered... If you tax too high, you nuke your population. So I nuked my population. And because you nuke your population, your money goes down. Because there's less population to tax. It's basically the Laffer curve. The Laffer curve happens. People leave because of too much tax. So now I can't tax my people. I'm okay with that. But it's been hard. It's been hard. Let's finish this turn and just that whole ramble. And I lost this lad at 13. I don't know why. And this poor lad at 9. This poor lad, he was barely even born. As you can see, it's been a complete nightmare. It's been the single biggest struggle I've ever done on Rome Total War 2. Ever. I think the closest thing to this would be the Saxon campaign in Rome Total War 1, Barbarian Invasion. The Vandals, actually. The Vandals were worse because the Sassanids kept attacking me. But this was so hard. This was very hard. This was really, really hard to get to this point. And it crushed my army. It was an elite, it crushed them to do it. No matter how experienced they were routing like cowards. This is hard. I'm serious. If people came out and said, you know, we win this thing all the time, I'm gonna be like, what do you mean? Like, this was another level of difficult. Okay, let's see. Oh, and the Nervi made peace. That's one good thing. So just before the Nervi lost their settlement, they actually made peace with me. But that's just an update. That's how hard it was. My research tree has done quite decently, but this was brutal. This was so brutal. This was so hard. And as I said, if I can't win or even progress from this point on, I don't know how you do this game in this situation. It's just too hard. The biggest problem by far is that the AI is not beholden to anything. They move so much further. They have no penalties that I can see. So it's so hard. For every step you take, they take like 3. It's really been hard. I don't know if we'll even hold on to this. Everybody's been declaring war on me for some. Literally, just me taking one more settlement has angered them so much that everybody's declaring war. They're like, what? You took another settlement? And I'm like, can't I? They're like, no. It feels that way because they've been rough. I'm just gonna check Kamal down, gather some information. I like this. These passives on the characters are quite nice. I'm literally just trying to beef up this army for these rebels. Flevum, okay, Flevum's restored, thank goodness. Look at that. So for us, when we play, the garrison doesn't come back instantly. But when they play, it comes back instantly. That's hard. That's real hard. Like, I'm gonna moan because I get difficulty, but really? that's difficulty on crack. That's really rough. For some reason we are really raiding -20. Okay, that's why we're suffering so much. I wondered what was happening. Who's raiding me? I thought the Nervi stopped raiding me. Oh! There's other rebels. They're probably from these guys. And Nervi, fix your stuff. Fight that guy. So yeah, but one thing I would say is we're probably still going to be sitting here, bored out of our brains. Look at this. The tribal council tree. You're going to be living here because getting this down helps. Look at that, +1 diplomacy, research, taxes, public order. You need this. It is so hard without it. I mean, these guys can rebel if they really. I can't take it anymore. But at least we've got ourselves, to some degree, we're cool to some freaking degree. Because it's rubbing your eyes, just don't know what to do about it. It's so bad. Let me just take a look. 3,000. Ah, so different cities have different populations. I thought I was basically pulling the whole province population down. Okay, so these guys are way bigger. Look at that, 50,000 versus my paltry 3.5. But this explains why I couldn't get citizens for my army. It's quite simply because I was busy taxing them to the point that they all left. I didn't realize that, but then when you don't tax them, look at the money. So one other thing, slavery. It's a weird word just to gel out there, but every single battle takes slaves. Every single one. The second that thing comes up, if you fight an army, you take slaves. If a drunken merchant rubs up against your army and starts slugging, you take him hostage. You freaking every single individual that slings a fist at your army, you take, because you need the cash. There's no compromise on it in this case. You need every last cent. You freaking cuff every single freaking enemy, because there's no other. You gotta get that cash. You gotta get that cash. So those are my. In all honesty, if you're sitting here and you're like, how the heck do I play this? This how. This is the only way I can see how. Is you have to spend a lot of time internally to make sure you don't just fold like a house of cards. You got to purge a lot of rebellions. They're gonna be freaking rebelling non-stop because your population just can't accept the terms, and it's because you're in grinding poverty. Your whole civilization is so weak that you've got nothing. You can't reduce their taxes because you'll go bankrupt. You can't reduce the army because you'll be invaded. So for a very long time, you're basically just holding on until you can research all the technology for everybody to cool down and to leave you alone. You're gonna have to get real comfortable defending your village. Like, I got real comfortable on how to use the traps to funnel enemy rebellions into certain areas of the villages, because you're gonna have to get used to being invaded by rebellion. So expanding outward will take a long time. Fleven's a big step forward because it's on the same province as Alabu, which is what I hope for. We can get some kind of boat.
We will come for you.
I know.
In the night, and nothing will live. Not one creature.
Just join the queue. Join the queue, you miscreant. What did I do to deserve this? It's like dominoes. One starts it and then they all do it. Oh! I'm holding to it. If this go, and look at that. If this goes again, I'm not restarting on Legendary if this happens again. I'm not. I'm sorry. This is insane. This is absolutely nuts. This is beyond anything I've ever seen in a game. Like, this is not make it difficult. This is make it impossible. This is really hard. For some reason I don't make any money from taxation. So I'm at a loss for words here. I don't know what to say anymore. So we'll see if we can survive, but this is how it works. This is how bad it is. This is just me trying to solidify my second city. It's been that bad. And that's not like the turn right after I took it. This is like 2 turns after. Because there was just the question of, will I hold it? Because so many people are declaring war so suddenly for no reason. It boggles the mind. Like, if you were playing this game and all of a sudden right over the toolbar some sort of an avatar of the enemy just slung itself over and went Ree! And shot a lightning bolt at your army and killed it, I would just be going, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's in line with what's happening. It's the same thing. It's the same complete madness. It's just so overkill. Like you might as well just say like earthquake. Your city's fallen into the ocean. You lose. It's so hard. It might as well be there. It is the most difficult I've ever played something like this. This thing is nuts. Genuinely, if you manage to win a freaking legendary barbarian on this mod, there is a big element of dice roll to it. Sometimes you start the campaign and for no reason this one faction just hates you with a fury, with a passion. They will not stop antagonizing you. In most cases for the Cimbri it's the Rugii. And then the Nervi if they manage to take the Frasiers. Most cases, because I've had a handful of playthroughs trying to get something to work. So some starts you can actually pull through. The rest is just like, now look here you go. Let's see, come on, load up. Okay. Take them, and always take that money. You gotta take the money. You gotta, every single battle you take the money. You take it. No question. The irony is my cash flow was good before I took the city. So I don't know why it's turning out like this. For some reason, I don't know if it's because my one city doesn't have the tax infrastructure of the other city. If that's even possible. Because they barely have any buildings, so I don't know how there's difference between them. Yeah, Frey, we know, man.
Your faction is now bankrupt.
Yeah, what else is new? I'm sorry, I'm just... Oh, good, that's beautiful. Oh... I'm serious, if we lose, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. We're still... Everything's still on fire. How on earth are we supposed to make any of this work? And did you see that? If I... This is -1.5. So if I go whoosh, max tax, still only -1,000. It's not that much of a difference. It used to make a big difference. For some reason it's not making a difference now. Can you move? Oh, it's because he's mustering. I thought first I was like, oh, what happened now? Okay, so this is what I can muster. Obviously they've got a bigger army and obviously a stronger army. I fought these things earlier. They did not seem to be this strong. They seem to be way stronger. Like I couldn't get these guys to buckle. Oh, they're unbucktoy. These are... They're still not that strong. The ones I fought were like frickin'... They wouldn't give up. But that's just legendary difficulty, I guess. Because my melee attacks twice that. for most of my units. I'm serious. I'm sorry. I will just call it an out and out failure if I'm pushed out of Flevum. I really don't know how to do this. It took me, as I said, 33 years in the game just to get an army to take Flevum, and even so, it took 3 turns to just push another army that had just taken it. They're not even a settled army that had literally taken it a turn before, and they had re-established the garrison to such an extent that it was basically like fighting an army that had been there all the time, all along. So it's really difficult to take a new settlement. And then after I took it, for some reason my whole cash flow went south. I still don't know why. As far as I can see, we added buildings. Yeah, we have 1 town and 1 army. Now we have 2 towns, 2 armies. I don't see why the 2 are so badly linked up. And my second army, I've mainly focused on the lower tier soldiers, so I don't know why we're draining the cash that bad. And if I don't, we'll lose the town. So what am I supposed to do? Seriously, this is very hard. And there are factions. I don't know how many like backup factions this mod has made, because a lot of these factions disappear and get replaced by new ones. The Chaucy, they've been here before. They actually owned Flevum for a very short stint before the Nervi took them. The Chaucy took it from the previous guys here, and then Nervi took it from them, and then Suebi took that city from the other guys. Okay, let's see. I want 100. Come on, load. Yeah, let's do that. Here goes my secession. So, bye-bye. You gotta be ready for these foolish secessionists. Enjoy the jail cell, I guess. Okay, it gives me money. This is how you roll, man. This is how you survive. And despite that, we're still bankrupt. And now these guys are here. Now they're at war with the Rugii. Hopefully they're still at war with the Rugii, otherwise we have to fight them too. And the Rugii are the first people that I actually managed to make trade with, so they're good people. Well, they didn't used to be, but...
There are not enough funds in your treasury.
Yeah, stop freaking... I want to say dabbing on me. Just stop hurting me. Why is Flevum making no money? How's this possible? Why are you making no money? It says 0. Look there. How is it 0? Livestock, agriculture, manufacturing industry. Are you telling me this whole town makes nothing? 200 from farming. Is this broken? Is this game broke? How's this possible? It's making me money. Look there. 200. It's making maritime commerce. I don't understand. This thing's supposed to be making money. I'm serious. Is this broken? Wait, why am I not making money? Alabu's making money. Why are you not making money? What on earth is going on here? Now I'm getting frustrated. I'm really getting frustrated. Because this does not make any sense. You're telling me that this town that I own is making me no money. Slaves, Empire maintenance. Hooray! Empire maintenance is 0. Although we barely got anything I'd call them. Why is my population going down that hard? It was 3,000 just a short while ago. Are they getting a tax break or something? Why am I not making any money? Now here's culture. I am honestly telling you, I do not understand this. I don't have any money, but for some reason Flevum's not making money. And I'm seriously looking at this wondering, is this This is broken. Look there. What? Why is there agriculture coming from there, but there's nothing coming from here? Is this something in the game? Is something broken? No, don't break it. Just I don't understand. I'm considering dismantling this because I don't understand why is one making money and one not making money. I'm going to demolish this because I don't understand what's happening. Why is okay? We're hard up for cash, and this is hard enough as it is without this computer outright cheating me. How's this? Why is this thing not making any money? Like, what if I tax it up? Still 0. Something's got to be broken. Is this like a programming glitch? I'm sorry guys, if does this mod have like break? I don't know. I feel like something just broke in this freaking thing's coding because that doesn't make any sense. Why is the one town making money and the other one's just like no? I don't understand any of this. Okay. I don't understand, man. You get the upkeep down. Whatever we do, we get the upkeep down. No. Well, it's just one of them. Negative growth. Practically already grown up. Ooh! I can accept that. Plus 10 per turn for ruling political party. Yeah, I'll take that. That's worth it. But this has gotta be an error. Something's gotta be wrong with this. This thing's saying 447 there. But that's for the province. But for some reason one's making 447. You see, that's 447. That's 0. Why is it making 0? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna look this up quickly because this doesn't make any sense. Yeah, okay, something here, let me see. Only province yes. Province level. Yeah, so apparently this is a bug. Let me see. I don't know if we can fix this. This is apparently this could be some sort of a error in the mod. I'm not sure. Oh, okay, that was just mentioned once. I'll tell you what, this is apparently something that let's demolish this. I'm gonna see if we can fix this because there's something broken. Something's broken here and I can't continue this game if it's broken. Like, there's no way we can fight this with just one villager's income. Like, we're stuck. There's no way. There's some sort of an error in the mod, then we got a problem. We got a real problem. Then all this has been for nothing because there's no way you can play Rome Total War with only one settlement's income. I think the Rugia will hold them back. So hopefully they don't go past them. Rugia should be able to hold back pretty much any enemy. I mean, I couldn't take them, so I doubt that somebody else could. Oh, Chaucy Rebellion. Don't think they'll probably reach my city. They shouldn't. If it was me, I wouldn't, because the snow made me move like 2 inches. But they're probably going to be able to, just because busted. Let's see. You're going to bust again? You're going to break the rules? Oh, come on, break the rules. We know you're gonna. It's staggering how much we had to fight just to get to one settlement. Yeah, the reason why we're getting back.
There's barely enough money in your treasury.
Because there's barely any money. There we go. Okay, so something was busted about this. Something was seriously busted about that. We've actually got some money coming in. Okay. Thankfully. What's this? Yeah, repair the kettle. Pains. Hopefully this time there's no freaking fire. That just randomly comes up and destroys everything. Oh dear. I'm struggling not to be extremely cynical at this point. Yeah, let's give it another turn. Yeah, we know. Ah, okay, there you go. Oh, I'm gonna try and keep this on auto. Especially for this settlement, because I'm not familiar with this settlement's layout. Defensive wise. I can use 2 barricades, but my other settlement, Alabu, is way better for defense. Let's see. Yeah, and 2,000 bucks. And shoink. 2,000. It's good stuff. Follow. There you go. So this is the way, unfortunately, we have to do these things. We have to. What the fra la la la. There's a lot of people. And it never stops. Huh? It never stops. Look at that. It just doesn't stop ever. It's relentless. And finally this thing's income's recovering. My population's recovering. Just 4,000, 2,000. So we're just literally gonna be waiting for a whole while. So sorry, this is the most boring of it, but it's just what it is. Okay, hooray! He didn't have a premature unpleasantness. Okay. So we got a fully upgraded city. 3,600. That means my population went down again. Like, do we just lose 600 people to just death every episode? What's happening? Why are my people falling like fleas every half a freaking turn? This is impossible. I've got no taxes, but despite that, they're still just going like up a little bit and then up a little bit and then it's like there's just non-stop fires and pain and I don't know, bugs in the food or something. I don't know what's happening. This is like Age of Mythology. Like just plagues raining down on everybody. How's this possible? How can it be this bad? How can a population struggle this much with growth? Okay, these guys are growing. They're growing, thank goodness, thank goodness. I'm not taxing too much, just taxing a little bit. Taxing a little bit, just taxing a little bit. I mean, we sorry everybody, sorry, we tried this, we tried lowering the taxes. We tried. But then you guys had to mess around and not take this seriously. For some reason. Ah, it's 0 again. Is it some sort of a population threshold? That is just saying like when we're less than 2,000 we don't pay taxes. Because I'm starting to really get confused. And then don't blame me, then it's just the constant fires. Stop unleashing fires and snow on me. So that my population can actually just survive for 2 minutes. I'm not the one ruining everything. This game is just making everything impossible. It's just gonna bring me to tears. Is this game even meant, like, is Legendary like in beta development or something? Is it not meant to be played or something? Because this is so bad. This is so hard. This is so freaking hard. The challenge is good, but it could be challenging in other ways. Like this way is just nuts. You can't even, you know, have your own place without literally just the snow and fires demolishing your people. Tell me how. How are we supposed to survive this? I can't even get my freaking... I can't even get taxes from my people. Because they can't... They can't grow in number because there's just plague non-stop. I'm gonna go look for sanitation. It's just plague and snow and fires and freaking Age of Mythology. Bring the meteor shower. Bring the mummies in the meteor shower. Bring the fire. Bring that freaking the scarab beetle. Just whatever. It's just non-stop madness. It's madness. And the problem is, it's madness for you. It's not madness for them. These dudes are having a whale of a time. They're doing fine. It's like easy mode for them. It has to... Oh my goodness. They just skipped Rophion. Why would you do that? Why would you just skip Rophion? I don't know if I can defend them. That's gonna be hard. That's not a strong army there. My other army is a strong army. Ah, no. And let me guess, desertion? Desertion?
Your faction is bankrupt.
Desertion? Is it a desertion? Come on, just tell me. Tell me it's desertion. No, it's desertion. We're gonna have just... a couple of fires in there too. I mean, it's part and parcel of playing this at this point. So I'm not even gonna be surprised anymore. Let's not be surprised. Let's just assume everything is crumbling non-stop. We can't fix anything ever. It is just one big puddle of nonsense. And the sand is shifting under our feet so fast it is giving us vertigo. Because what else are we supposed to do? You can't fix this madness. You can't fix this. This is beyond fixing. This is beyond comprehension. It's me losing my freaking head. Losing my head. I can't make sense of this anymore. Can't make sense of this. I'll just do that because it's almost turned 30 anyway. So you managed to at least keep your number. I don't know what you're gonna do. These guys are well armed. You're in big trouble. In big trouble as always. At least it's Alabu. Alabu is still 0. I think this thing's bugged. How is this possible? I think this thing's bugged. I'm gonna have to do some investigations. Like, I think... I honestly don't know if I'm gonna need to switch off this mod or change with another mod pack or something. I think this thing must be bugged. Why is this thing zeroing constantly? I don't get this anymore. It's not making sense. I mean, if I max other text, still 0. This thing's bugged. Something's got to be broken. I think we're gonna have to call this. Let me see if I can get one grand battle with this enemy out of this. But if this thing doesn't shape up, there's something wrong with this thing. There's something wrong here. This is not the way it's supposed to work. And I mean, I can't fight like this. It means I can basically never take another settlement. Or this game will not tell me why there's intermittent taxation in my settlement. But it's snowing. It's snowing, which means about 800 people are about to perish in each settlement. Because for some reason my people can't protect themselves from the snow. I don't know if I'm supposed to manually instruct them. It seems like it, because why is it acting this way? Don't make no sense. It don't make sense anyway. And also another thing is you have to have enough food, because to outlast these people camping on your soil, you need food. So it ain't no joke. Attrition, just come out and say it, attrition. Buddy, we are barely surviving. We are barely even alive at this point. What are you talking about? The Rugi? What Where's the Rugia trespassing? That's not the Rugia, that's the Inguinese. Got your friggin' labels wrong. Let's see. Okay, so that did something. We don't know what. Well, it's something. It's like a reach Imperium rank 4. I'm like, what the heck you talking about, man? I'm just lucky to be alive at this point. Minus recruiting costs. And this will allow me to do some things, but not much. Nowhere near enough. Oh! Yeah, I think we might just need to do this one. Agriculture. Still 0. I don't know what to do, man. I think we'll call it that for now, but there's a very high likelihood that I'll have to terminate this campaign early. Because look at this. This is clearly a bug. There's clearly something wrong. I don't know what. I don't get it. But there's no way I can play this campaign if literally it takes me 30 freaking turns. Not 30 turns, 120 turns, because 4 turns a year. Just to get a settlement, only to have it refuse to make money, which we freaking desperately need. Then you can't do it. You can't possibly win this game. It's not doable. So let me see. What if I change capitals? Cost is way too much. The total growth. I'm trying to see if there's something that could tell me why I'm not making taxes. But it's not saying anything. So I'll do some investigation, see if there's anything up with this. But otherwise, this thing might just be bugged. I don't know. Looks like it. So I have to see. But thank you very much, everybody. I'm sorry if this ends up being a massive disappointment. This is a good mod. Maybe I just got a bad version of it because I saw there are more versions of it than one. But I'll see what I can do. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a very good day. This has been Editor Tide. Bye bye.